Once you have set up your paddle with all of the cross-section curves and given it curvature and shape and all the varieties of places along its length, you're going to use the sweep to command to create surfaces, as this person has done in this paddle. You might find when you get to this point that you've kind of over shaped your paddle, and by that I mean you have too many different areas of shape, and what that makes is for kind of a busy non-fluid shape. And we want nice smooth surfaces to give this paddle a shape that is organic and natural. And so I think in this one we've got a few too many transitions, and I'm going to just change that. We've got a big transition happening here, and then we've got a bunch of little ones happening here. So what I'm going to do is delete these surfaces here. And I'm going to delete this and then these surfaces here. And I'll look up at the top here, and I think this is good right here. So we're just going to try to smooth things out between these. And so the command I'm going to use in my command line is blend surface, BLEND-SRF, enter. And it's going to ask me to select the first edge. We always want to select this chain edges option just in case our edge along here is not continuous. So I'm going to select chain edges. It's going to ask me for the segment for my first edge, and I'm going to click on here. And I can see this goes all the way across. So my first segment was my only segment in this case. So I'm going to press enter. And now it's going to ask me for the segment of my second edge, which is going to be this surface right here. And again, it goes all the way across. So I'm going to hit enter again. And it is going to take a surface and blend that from one edge to the other. And to me, that looks much more continuous. If you get in close, you might see that it departs from your actual rail a little bit, but that's going to be okay in this case. And then you can grab these slider bars and you can move those slider bars to adjust the shape, but I think we're good right where those come naturally. And I'm going to press OK. So I've got that surface kind of dialed in. Now I want to get rid of this big bulge right here and kind of make this more seamless in its transition. And I might have to sacrifice a little bit of this shape. So I've got to decide what I can live with as we make these transition shapes. So I'm going to do the same command. Blend surface. I'm going to select chain edges, and this time I'm going to select this for my first edge. And you can see it goes all the way across again, so I'm going to hit enter. And now I'm going to come down over here and I'm going to select this for my second edge. And you can see this edge stops at the halfway point. So I'm going to grab this edge right here to finish that, and then I'm going to press enter. And now you can see you've got a pretty drastic departure from this rail shape here. So we've got to decide if we're okay with that, or if we want the integrity of that shape to become more important. And we can adjust these slider bars, and they'll give us some change in that shape as well. I can bulge this out a little bit here. Bulge that out there. Maybe that gives me something that I can live with that's closer to that. If this is me, I would probably be okay with this, and I'd depart a little bit from that. If you really want to keep the integrity of this shape here, then you'd go back and you just maybe set up some more cross sections to give yourself a little bit more opportunity to play with the transition. But I'm going to say okay to that. And now I've got a much smoother and less busy transition from here to here. And I'd probably continue the process down through here, especially down in the handle, and finish that up. And that is going to be the blend surface command to give yourself an organic continuous shape.